guy, right? I've known him for about 5 years. So we had a short time together the first time we met, and I ended up ghosting him, right? He was vulnerable with me, and I lied to him, and, liars is something he doesn't really like, whatever, so I was protecting him in a way.
Okay.
The communication was just bad. So I left him really heartbroken. You know what? This is so fed, though.
So what?
It really is. But anyways, somebody else comes into the picture. He meets somebody else. They're together for a substantial amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of... Okay. So you were talking about infidelity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it wasn't a relationship, but still.
With him and the new woman.
Well, yeah, that too. They never dated for 2 years, but with him and I, though.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yeah, infidelity in that situation. If that makes any sense. I don't know if this makes sense.
You cheated on him, but not technically because y'all weren't together?
Oh, no. Kind of the opposite, I guess.
So he cheated on you, but not technically because y'all weren't together?
Not technically.
Okay. So you lied to him. That bothered him.
But this was 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And then fast forward to, kind of recently.
So recently he dealt with somebody else?
I don't know how to explain it without it, one, airing too much of my business out to anybody that's watching. And two, without it being 30 minutes. It's a lot.
Give me the broad strokes.
Here I am asking for advice.
Give me the broad strokes of it. So at least establish a timeline for me.
Okay, yes. Timeline, 4 or 5 years ago, 2 months. Hung out 5 times.
Okay.
Ghosted. He seen that I moved on, so he forced himself to move on. Moves on with a girl that, he loved. He was with for 2 years. Uh-huh. She ended up betraying him in the worst way, really, really bad. Just bad, okay? And then we find each other at a time where he's very vulnerable and going through a lot. And, yeah. So pretty much saying, hey, that wasn't me in the right state of mind, but it still happened.
So what's the problem here? Nobody's with anybody.
Okay.
It's nobody's with anybody.
She does follow me on here. She follows me. Okay. And the view count jumped a lot.
I just checked. She's not here. I just checked.
Okay.
Well, that complicates things. So you know this woman.
Very much so.
Y'all are friends?
We were, just mutuals. And throughout the whole time, I didn't know that was the girl that he was talking to. He was still talking to me. We would spend hours together just talking sometimes while he was with her.
Gotcha.
Even though it was a situationship. Whatever.
Gotcha. Did he know that y'all knew each other?
Yes. And there was one time...
Hold on, come back. It's getting juicy now.
And catch up. And he was actually the one behind the scenes that said, no, I don't want you hanging out with her. And she canceled plans. But I had no idea why.
Oh, she canceled plans with you? Y'all were going to hang out together independently?
Yeah, we were going to hang out with another girl, our mutual friend. And she canceled plans just randomly. And turns out, I find out recently that he was the one that was like, hey, you're not going to hang out with her. Right?
The plot thickens.
When I tell you, it would take at least 30 minutes to explain everything. So, I don't know.
Sounds like it.
But do you have any questions?
I mean,
Actually,
so I'm still confused as to what the problem is. So what are we trying to navigate?
technically the infidelity. And I think hopefully you can assume with who
Mm-hmm.
during our time together,
Okay.
right?
Okay. The infidelity
So,
against that girl.
right.
Right. Right. Okay. All right. So like,
Yeah, I get
what is the?
it. Yeah, I get it, Effie.
So I don't know what the problem is because I don't know what you want to happen in this situation.
Okay. Um, eventually a relationship, right?
So you want a relationship with this guy?
Yes.
Interesting. How old are you two?
I'm 22. I turn
22.
23 next month,
Makes
actually.
sense. This makes
So,
perfect. This makes perfect sense now. This makes perfect sense.
I could explain it so much better if I wasn't scared, if I'm being completely
You're
honest.
good. You can always make a spam account. It takes a couple of seconds, but I think I have enough to work with.
Ah, you know what? Okay.
I think I have enough to
I'll
work
join
with.
back. No worries.
You want to drop and come back in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. All right. We're going to dive deeply into that one. Not technically. Not her. Not diving into her. She's too young for me. But we were definitely going to unpack some things because this wasn't not a good connection. Not a good connection. CJ, you're already extending the invite to New Orleans. Is that what we're doing now in the chat? That's what we're doing now. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. So I'm really glad you picked me because I am genuinely looking for just solid advice. So thanks for choosing me.
Mm-hmm. CJ, I love you so much, bro. Love you so much. You're right here, buddy. You're right here. I pause because some people really do sound like that. Hello.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay, so now I can explain the
You
timeline much
sound
better.
excited to explain the full story. Go ahead, hit me with it.
Hopefully. Okay, yes. So, let me just start a little bit from the beginning. So, we met about 5 years ago, and we were hanging out, really enjoying our time. He asked me something about like my let me see how I can say this. Okay, pretty much I just lied about something, right?
No,
And
no.
then
What did you lie about? We're not being vague at all. You got a spam account now. What did you lie
okay.
about?
Wow, this is okay. So he asked me about who I'd been with.
Okay.
And at the time, I told him nobody. But recently that had changed. But the
Okay.
majority of, my time up until then, I hadn't been with anybody, right? So
So
he was
you were
thinking,
a
hey,
virgin up until that point.
pretty bad lie, right? Because technically my identity was still, you know, I hadn't been with anybody, but something recently that I wasn't super proud of, happened back then. So I expressed to him in the way that I felt was still true to me, even though it wasn't necessarily true. His friend is like, "Hey, are you sure?" And then he asked me about it. I'm like, you know what? I can't lie about that. So he communicated to me like, "Hey, we can try to work from that or work through this, but I need space." I'm like, okay, cool, space. I took spaces like all the way back. So the communication got really choppy, and then eventually I just stopped responding, and then on.
Mm-hmm.
A few months later, he starts talking to this girl. Excuse me. And he said that He was really heartbroken. He was trying to work through it. It affected him pretty badly because of the timing. And he is navigating through this relationship with her, still with, some of the effects from that. And they weren't together, technically, for 2.5 years, but still. Mm-hmm. So,
so he was dealing with her for 2.5 years.
Right. So he told me it took him 2 years to get over what had happened with me, but I'm like, that timeline, you were with her. So, right. So then he gets betrayed really badly by her.
In what way?
So he had his father pass away, and during that time she was being not unfaithful because they weren't together, but she was having sex with multiple men. Ooh. During that time. Yeah. So, and she was already talking to guys, whatever, because it was like slightly long distance, so he didn't fully trust her, whatever. So he goes through the iPad and he finds everything out. And it's crazy because around that time, I had kind of found out that I was betrayed from my previous relationship. So we kind of came together and bonded on that fact, right? We talked all night about it, like literally a 12-hour conversation about everything. And after that, we kind of started talking. Now, he did say, hey, this is a bad time. I probably need space. I don't think we should do this right now. But still, it takes two to continue, right? So our first time, quote unquote, together, right? A couple days after, he goes over to her house to have a conversation, and then they end up, So I'm like, you said you want to do everything but hurt me, but that's what happened. Now he's saying that it was a coercion situation and that it's not something that he's proud of. It's not something he wanted to do, especially after finding out everything that she did, like she had relations with one guy and him in the same day. So it's like, you know what I mean? So he's like, I was disrespecting myself by doing that, but still that really tampered what we had going on after that. So I think I let my curiosity from, however long we had spent away from each other into putting it into that relationship at the time, right? Mm-hmm. So I kind of bypassed that. We both did. And so pretty much, what else? He's just saying that he needs space right now. So we spent 2 months together, like every day. And just that whole time in the back of my mind, it's like, you pretty much betrayed me, even though you're saying like, hey, whatever. So I kind of told him recently, I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should cancel out that hope there. And he was like, well, you know what? I was talking to my friend, and he was like, because they hadn't caught up in a while. So he was like, how about you and that girl, referring to me? Like, how are you guys doing? So I guess he explained recently and what happened with his ex. And he was like, oh, so if she didn't ghost you, you guys would probably like still be together, right? And he was like, yeah. And I've asked him the same thing too. He said, yes. Okay, cool. And it's just coincidentally you're saying that to me after I'm telling you that I'm struggling with, trust because of what you did. That's your response. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He was like pretty much saying, hey, if you didn't ghost me, this wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have a reason not to trust me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he was trying to come off in a manipulative type of way, like, but that's definitely, like, why else would you say that,
Is that a question for me?
Well, it's more of just like rhetorical, like kind of just saying like, why would you bring up what your friend said in that type of connotation, Mm-hmm. So I didn't say anything about it, but I was just like, yep, like, for the near future, whatever, because there's an event that we'll see each other in December. For sure. And he's like, you know what? I might be ready by then. So I was kind of like canceling that out, I guess.
Got you. This doesn't sound as complicated as you made it sound.
I guess.
It's very straightforward. What's your question here?
Would it be disrespectful to myself to want to explore that relationship?
So, this is going to be a vetting question, right? So, vetting is just observing somebody's behavior over time to ensure it matches your standards, okay? The most
Right.
important thing that you're looking for when it comes to vetting is character. Why do I say character? Because once you can put a character trait on somebody, you can kind of anticipate, you know what to expect from them. A liar will lie, a cheater will cheat, right? So, when we look at this from a character perspective, one thing that stands out to me is him knowing that y'all had a pre-existing relationship and then him trying to keep her away from you.
Now, that's why I'm really conflicted. It would be so much easier if his character was poor. His character has reflected really good to me for the past 5 years. You know what I mean? So, like, everything recently, his behavior is what makes me question it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, he was talking to me, periodically while he was talking to her. Not in a relationship type of way or anything flirty, but we would spend hours talking together while he was with her, you know?
Character, right?
Right. So, and
So,
even admitted, he was like, you know what? That was disrespectful. Like, she would question me and fight. They would fight.
no, people
He'd be
just
like, you know what?
people admitting that they've done wrong things, it sometimes has the impact of like, that was big of them. That's a good thing they can admit that. Yeah, yeah, that'll fool you.
Right.
Like really good manipulators can do that. They was like, yeah, I was wrong when I did that. I was definitely wrong.
Because
You know,
she
I
knew
shouldn't
that
have done it.
he had like a special place for me. So for her to be like, she was completely in the right, being like, why are you spending hours talking to this girl when I'm here? You know? So that was about like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Right. So there was him engaging you while he was engaging her for 2 years secretly. And then there's three things that stand out to me. Him engaging you while he was engaging her for years, telling you that it took him 2 years to heal when he really was spending 2 years with another person. And then knowing that y'all had a pre-existing relationship and because of that trying to make her not hang out with you, right? There was another thing that he did. I just had it in my head. It escapes me now though. What was it? It was something else. I've lost it now. Oh, also the fact that he ain't spent no time by himself. He's hopping from person to person to person. If we just
Um,
were to isolate that variable, hopping from person to person to person, just off that alone, I would say leave it alone. Because that's somebody who isn't really emotionally available and really, they're not aware of this, but they're using other people to regulate themselves, meaning they're using other people to make themselves feel better. And that would make sense also because you said his father passed recently, right?
right.
So there could be a grief aspect to it to where like he may be still, well, I'm sure he's still grieving that loss, and he could be escaping through people, women.
I understand. And I don't want to sound like whatever, but he was voicing to me that it was very important that we stop at this time because he needs to heal, because there's things that he needs to do by himself that, wouldn't help with me being around or, would hinder his progress. And that's the reason that we're not in communication. Why it's so conflicting, because it's like there's certain things that, he's doing that's, reputable, but then there's other things where it's like, huh.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's a good sign for sure. But when
It
you
would be
put
different if he didn't tell me and say straight up, hey, like at the very, very beginning. You know what I mean?
right, but
Oh, they're saying I'm defending.
I get the confusion. I see what the chat is saying, but I also get the confusion here. I can understand that. It's like, okay, you see these red flags, and you also see what seem to be very green flags at the same time. A lot of people are like that. But I would really focus on the red ones. I would really focus on the red ones because you don't know if him telling you that he can't be around you right now is really just him being around somebody else. Why do I say that? Because when he told you it took him 2 years to heal from you, he was dealing with this chick. He doesn't sound like somebody who spends a lot of time alone. And that is also an example of him using verbiage that would communicate a green flag when really doing something else behind the scenes. I had to
Right.
heal from you when really me healing is me dealing with this other woman who I'm secretly trying to keep away from you.
And coincidentally, on two accounts, when we tried to, stop the communication, I just had a feeling. I'm like, I feel like I should reach out to him. And both times is when I found out, A, that's when he went back and cracked her. And then B, he went back to her house to have a conversation to give him clarity on a situation near the time that his father passed. So he found out that she had relations with 3 different guys.
I would tell you that people like this tend to be the worst manipulators because they are aware of what they're doing.
Gotcha.
So all you're telling me is that he has a high enough level of awareness to be able to articulate why his behavior is problematic without doing anything to change it.
So just leave it, right? Because this space is time away, right?
Yeah,
So just leave it.
I would.
Yeah. Because I feel like if there were to be any repair, it should be right now. Like if you're looking like to repair that relationship and be like, hey, like her trust is a little broken right now from the things I've done, maybe I should be there.
This
And
isn't
I
but I
understand.
want you to hear me though. This isn't really a repair situation. The reason why you want to vet character supersedes repair. Repair is something that you would do when somebody makes a mistake. It's a one-off situation. When there's a pattern of behavior, that's not repair anymore. That's character. And any attempts of repair will position you to be manipulated.
Right.
You might have inspired a video. Maz, timestamp that. But yeah, this isn't a situation to repair.
Gotcha. So yeah, like what you were saying before, like infidelity in a relationship could be repaired, but you're right, it's not repair.
Yeah, if it was like a one-off situation, like I mean, people do make mistakes, but this is mistake after mistake after mistake, and then a high level of
Right.
awareness of the mistakes, and then using the right verbiage to define the mistake and why it was wrong, yet still making the mistake. That's someone that can be dangerous. Not like literally dangerous, but you know what I'm saying. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I get it for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I made the decision. I was like, you know what? It's just gonna call it quits. So it's kind of seeing
Are
a
you
different
though?
perspective.
Are you gonna call it quits? Ah, there it is. There it is. You're just saying it for the audience right now. Come on, Apple user.
No, I said it behind the scenes too.
Okay.
I mean, he agreed. He respected the decision, but even he himself was like, I could just tell in his verbiage he didn't take it seriously. You know what I mean?
He didn't
Like,
take the
oh,
fact
like
that
you're
you.
not,
He
like
doesn't
you're
believe
not
you.
gonna stand on this decision in the next few months. You get
Got
what I
you.
mean?
Got you. But he verbally agreed, like played into it though.
Right.
See, that's the type of person I'm describing. That type of person I described would respond in that way.
And I think that last little part of being like, yeah, I had that conversation with my friend that like, if you didn't leave, this never would have happened. That was clear manipulation. Yeah.
Yep. Bingo.
Well, I see. I see. Let me see these comments here. Oh, block him. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
So keep me posted on how things go.
Somebody said, but what if that's her soulmate?
You better. I knew you were going to read that comment out of the 100 comments that were left. You better not call back in and be like, so I did a thing.
I can't, though. That's the problem, you know? Like, this space is really intervening and showing me, like, hey, this is what's going on. Right. It's your choice to choose it or not. So,
right.
Why is everybody saying block him? It's that bad? What? Do you think it's that bad?
They're saying block him because if someone is manipulative like that, they could be good with their words and convincing you to come back to them.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to see him in December, I guess. So
why?
It's probably gonna try to. It's an event that we both work. So yeah.
You got to do it.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. So.
Okay. Make sure you be prayed up before you go. Take some garlic with you. You messing with a vampire. You know, they got that mind control shit. So, yeah. Wow. Best of luck to you, love. Definitely come back and give me an update. I want to hear an update from you. And when's the event?
In December.
Oh. You should be over that by then.
That's the thing. That's why I'm like, you know, and he's telling me not to wait on him. You know, go live your life, do what you want to do, but also leaving the door slightly cracked.
Of course he is.
So.
Yeah. All right. Well, give me updates. Keep me updated. All right.
Okay. All right. I will.
All right, dear. You take care.
Bye-bye. Bye.
All right. Who else do we have? Yo.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm sorry, my English is not it's not fluent. Maybe I speak more French.
You said what? All right. Well, that's over. Glad that is over. Let me see. Who else do we got? Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
What's up, man?
Oh, thank you for bringing me up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I just have a concern, or should I say I have a few concerns, and I was wondering if I could get some kind of advice on how I could go about it.
Okay.
So it's a relationship issue, which I would say. I had a girl who is currently dating my friend. She was my girl. And currently she's dating a friend of mine. So the thing was, I'm a guy who finds it difficult to make approaches when it comes to girls. So I prefer going on dating apps. So we met on this dating app, and one thing led to another. We started dating.
Right.
And along the line, she got pregnant.
Oh,
and then,
off the first link?
Say that again?
She got pregnant the first time y'all hooked up?
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Yeah, that was because I actually wanted something real for myself. I wanted to get hold of something as well. So we talked and came to a compromise, I would say. And then one thing led to another, and then things went south. She got pregnant, and I didn't tell her completely about me. about who I was. Yeah, but when she got pregnant, we talked about it. When she told me about the pregnancy, I told her, it's okay. I'm okay with it. If she wants to keep it, I'll take full responsibility. So she said, okay. She was surprised, by the way, to hear that I was going to accept it. I said, yeah, babies, children are gifts from God, so I don't see the reason why I should or we should think of doing anything stupid. So we should keep it. So along the line, she said she wanted to know where I was living because before then she hadn't known where I was living. So I just had to tell her every truth because since baby is coming the way, I thought it would be good for her to know me more. So my place is not the best because I've been struggling to get stability. So she insisted she wanted to know where I was staying. So what happened was I brought her to my place and she saw my place and she was like, hell no. She can't let me stay there for even one minute.
Okay.
So she packed my things and we took off to our place again. And when we got there, she started drama. She started telling me she can't let me stay there. She can't stand to see me stay there and so on. And then along the line, she said that place reminds her of her past, of where she used to be. And she finds it crazy me being there, especially for the fact that she's pregnant with my child. Mm-hmm. So what happened, while that was going on, she was completely fuming the whole time. She started creating drama from one point to another. And all because of the fact that each time she's with her friends, she doesn't tell the friends I am her boyfriend. She always just put me in a picture telling her friends that I'm her trainer, And then when she would make that comment, her friends would tell her they want let her hook us up, So because of that, she started getting insecure. Even when I told her I didn't come to her because of her looks, I came because I chose her. I wanted to be with her. I wanted to build something with her. And coupled with the fact that the child has come in place, I'm ready to sacrifice everything. So we started having complications. She started disrespecting me and causing drama from time to time. And I told her I don't want to fight. I kept telling her that I don't want to fight. I just want peace. I just want peace. I just want love. I don't want war. So let's try to see how we can work things out. So at some point, she realized that she was not treating me right. And she said she really knows. She knows, and she doesn't actually know why she's doing what she's doing. So I said, you just need to figure it out. I'm ready to work things out with you regardless. So at one point, unfortunately, she had a miscarriage. So when this happened, she found a dating app, an old dating app which I haven't been using. I was sleeping. She checked my phone, and she found this dating app which I have. I had it on my phone, but never used it. Even the dating app I met her on, I deleted it. So I forgot I had to delete that one as well. So when she saw it, she said, "You've been complaining how you don't have money, yet you're on this expensive dating app. How is that possible?" She sent a picture to her friend, and her friend said, "My profile is active." And I said to her, "I don't even have, because it requires a professional email to activate your profile on that platform." So I said, "I do not even have a professional email, and this account is not active. It's been there for a long period of time. So bear with me. I'm not doing anything on it." So we kept having this misunderstanding, and then she blocked me. She said she doesn't want to hear anything. She let go of me. She blocked me continuously, everywhere. So I was like, okay. I stayed off. I tried to talk to her. I tried to go to her house to talk to her, to no avail. So I said, okay, if this is the case, let me just stay. I said, if she says she's gonna go on a dating app again to find someone else, I said, if that's what she wants, if she's if that's gonna make her happy, that's fine. Let her go ahead. So she went on the dating app, and then she matched with a friend of mine. So they went for a coffee, went for a drink as well, and then when my friend noticed, or when they noticed that, I mean, she knew me, or she knew me, they started asking questions. This guy started asking questions, and then the guy told her, I'm just a buddy. So they were talking about me. Then at some point, she had to meet with me, and she was like, I found this guy. He's a nice guy. He's been gentle, and I think I might have to give him a chance. I said, all right, fine. If this is what you want to do and you feel like you're going to be happy, good. I don't mind. You don't need my blessing to do anything. It's your life. You're mature enough to take decisions. So please do whatever you think is right for you. So she said no, because of the fact that we know each other. She cannot date this guy. So to cut the long story short, they started dating. And I find myself betrayed. I feel like I'm being betrayed by a friend. And I don't really know.
All right. You know, I got to be honest. I forgot you were talking. Okay. So I need you to just really quickly get to the question, because it was a lot. I love when y'all take 15 minutes to tell the story and be like, long story short. That bitch been long. Might as well go ahead and make it longer. So let's go ahead and just get to the question real quick, and I'm going to give you an answer for it, all right?
Oh, okay. So my question is, do you think I should continue waiting, or should I let go?
Waiting for what? For the woman who's dating, knowingly trying to date your friend?
Yeah.
I think you should. Oh, how much experience do you have dating in general?
Yeah, this is the thing. I am not quite experienced, to be honest, because I started very late in my late 30s.
You started dating in your late 30s?
Yeah. Or should I say my early 30s?
All right, it wasn't much of an improvement. Okay, so you started dating in your early 30s. Why?
I used to be a very shy person, and I'll find it difficult to, make approaches, like I said from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, so oftentimes when men are in scarcity like this, or just people in general, it applies to women too, where they don't really find romantic partners that frequently, they kind of put up with everything. Because it's rare for them to encounter it, right? So they try to do whatever they can to preserve the option that they have. So the real solution is not to keep this person. The real solution is to work on yourself in such a way where you don't have to be in that scarcity anymore. First thing you should work on, though, is getting yourself right financially. What's the explanation there? Like, what's going on there?
Okay.
I'm asking, like, what's the blockage?
Okay.
Financially.
Okay. I would say I'm a fitness trainer, by the way. So I'm a freelancer, and I would say my business is not really giving at the moment due to the current situation we have in the country. But yeah, I have visions. I have other things I'm working on. Yeah, so.
Okay. How long have you been a fitness trainer?
6 years.
Okay. Has it ever provided a good degree of financial?
Yeah, of course.
So you made a lot of money doing it? You've had like seasons where you made a significant amount of money?
Yeah, exactly. I have.
So now it's just a down season because of factors outside of your control?
Correct.
Okay. Any light at the end of the tunnel? Does it seem like it's going to get better anytime soon?
Yeah, because it's a very good career, to be honest.
Not right now, but
I believe so.
yeah, not right this second. It's not. So Do you live with her still?
No, I am in my own place.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, so I would focus on that. I would spend like 80% of your time doing what you can there, and then 20% of your time working on the skill sets to get you out of the scarcity mode. How are you when it comes to making friends?
Well, I used to have very like large circle, but each time I have something good, they feel like they're the ones who are supposed to have them. So because of that, I figured out, and then I stopped having friends. So as we speak, I do not have friends for like 3 years now. I don't have any friends
When you're a fitness trainer, are you training people in person?
in person, correct?
How is your shyness
All right.
affecting that?
Very, like I would say, in a scale of 10, I would say, I before it was 9, but now it's 5 because I don't have a choice. I need to communicate with them, with my clients,
How do you get clients?
in person, word of mouth.
Okay, that's your problem. That's your problem with all this shit. Because even you talking to me right now, it's not working. Right? So if you're getting clients through talking to them, and the way that you talk to them is similar to how you're talking with me,
Okay.
that's the through line that's causing all of your issues. You improve that skill set, you improve the business. So
Okay.
we need to double down on social skills. We got to triple down on social skills. We
Okay.
got to quadruple down on social skills. We got to quintuple social skills. Is that the fifth one? We got to do that. It's doable because it's a skill. All skills are learnable. So how are you practicing your social skills currently?
To be honest, I don't know because I'm lost. I just need help.
How are you working on your social skills currently? Are you doing anything?
Like I'm trying to attend events to meet people, but at some point, you know, manner of approach, I don't think I have the good way to approach people.
Okay.
Yeah, I find that difficult, very difficult to even start a conversation.
Okay. Here's what you're going to do.
So,
Here's what you're going to do every day. Every day. You're going to talk to service workers. Okay? A day cannot go by. Your life depends on this. Hear me clearly. Your life depends on this. Okay? Treat it like that. Every day you're going to talk to service workers. So people, Uber drivers, baristas, waiters, waitresses, people who are paid to engage you. People who are paid to engage you are likely going to have pleasant conversations with you because money is on the line, right? You don't want to start this with just talking to strangers. And you're just going to practice talking to them. Okay? Just going to practice talking to them. Then you're going to work your way up to talking to strangers. You have to force yourself to have conversations every day, no matter how you feel, no matter how afraid you are. Okay? So once you start to elevate there, you're going to notice that it's going to be easier for you to get clientele. And it's going to be easier for you to date women. It's hard to, if you think of it like a pyramid, right? A lot of guys are trying to learn social skills, but that's not the bottom of the pyramid. The bottom of the pyramid is social skills, dating skills layer on top of that. Okay? If you don't have a social skill foundation, you're not going to be effective dating. You're not going to be effective engaging in that way. Flirtation, things of that nature, is a more subtle, nuanced skill that requires a bit more finesse than just basic communication with a stranger. So if you're struggling with basic communication with a stranger, you certainly cannot have a flirtatious interaction with a woman. So we got to start you just by talking to people platonically first. You need to have as many of those conversations as possible. Okay? And then after you get a lot of reps there, you need to focus on adding that additional variable of more flirtatious interaction with women. This is going to be a long game. You're not going to do this overnight, but you absolutely got to put some effort in this domain because it's holding you back in multiple areas of life.
All right. Thank you very much for that. So I just want to point this as well. So the thing is, when people see me, they think I am a very outspoken person. That's the impression they get when they see me. And some, they feel like I'm a very strict person. So they just like people judge me differently. So I started doing the way I thought I could better myself was I started going on live. I started doing live stream so I could talk to people. But I found that I was getting so much in my emotions because when I talk or when people say some things, especially if it has to do with me for a bit, I would want to react to the words. So then what I started doing was I started reading like a couple of weeks ago. I started reading this emotional intelligence book, which has actually technically helped me a little bit. So I'm just saying, to be honest, I feel very uncomfortable being here, but I really think I should, seek advice from someone who knows, from people who do know, and ask on how to navigate through this whole thing. Because I know how much it has affected me so badly. I know how it's affected me, and it makes my thoughts to be completely stupid sometimes. I think stupid things. So I think if I can talk, it can make things better. Maybe.
Yeah. So you can book a call with me, or you could just take the free advice I just gave you and just talk to people.
All right. I'll stick to that.
Okay?
I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much.
You have a good one.
All right. Yes.
Rating. No, feels fine. Okay. He did the deed on the first date that's not exactly shy. Fair enough. You don't know who he did the deed with. Close your eyes and imagine who he did the deed with. I don't know what he looks like. From a vibe perspective, close your eyes. Imagine. Also factor in that person went to his house and was like, you need to stay with me very quickly. So take that too. Close your eyes and imagine. If you're not seeing Precious, if you're not seeing Gabourey Sidibe, I don't know who entered your imagination, because that's who I thought of. But I love solving these problems, man. I like getting to the core of the person's issue. That man can be making 6 figures by this time next year. Huh? All you gotta do is talk, baby. That's all you gotta do. That's the main problem, is talking. That's it. Who do we have next? Is Shorty back? Hello.
Hey, I'm back. So, would you mind reiterating the advice for me, please?
I thought you were going to tell me you relapsed already. He just left. Oh my God. I have no idea.
No, not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
that I would either. Not that I would either.
All right.
Not that I would.
I'm watching you.
Okay.
The advice was to run, Forrest, run. It was to create as much distance as possible. But also to vet from a perspective of character.
Right. So you're saying his character isn't as good as I thought it was?
Mm-mm.
No.
You're disappointing me right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're disappointing me, because that means nothing that I said landed.
No, my grandma wants to hear it.
Your grandma's there?
I already know.
Your grandma's listening?
Yes, she
What's
is.
up? What's up, Grandma? So I was telling your granddaughter.
You gave excellent advice.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was telling her that she wants to pay attention to people's character when she is assessing of whether or not to be with them, because she was getting confused with like specific details and what was being told to her. And I told her that oftentimes people who can call out their faults and call out why what they're doing is wrong and then still do it can at times be the most dangerous and most manipulative people.
Exactly.
Right. So
Right.
that's what she wants to avoid. Once she can attach a character trait to an individual, she can anticipate what they may do. So if she already sees that somebody is behaving in a manipulative fashion and she has multiple experiences of that, it will likely happen again. So she might as well just avoid the situation entirely.
Exactly. So right.
See? Grandma knows.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma knows.
Grandma thought he was a good guy too.
Really?
I cannot tell. Whatever I say, it's like goes in one ear and out the other.
Nice.
I was about to make that same accusation when she called back in. I was like, don't tell me you forgot already.
Yeah. So thank you for your advice, and it was you hit the nail right on the head.
I appreciate you, ma'am.
And you have a good night, and keep giving other people, good advice and direction.
Absolutely. You keep an eye on her, though.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
Y'all take care.
You too.
Thanks, you too.
You too. Y'all believe I've never had to meet somebody's parents before? I think I would be really good at it. But yeah, I think she'll be all right. She got a good grandmother over there watching over her. Not in that way. Not in the touched by an angel way, but like in real life. Never. My ex's mother passed, and, so I never had to do that whole thing. High school I did. I told you I dated the high school bop. And the answer is don't do it again. I think she'll be fine. Never met anybody's parents? No, didn't have to. I always wanted to, though. I wanted to see what that feels like. What does the avoidant ask you to, what does the avoidant ask you to date around but says no competition is wanted? Why does the avoidant ask you to date around but says no competition is wanted? I'm gonna need more details. You met the bop's mom. Was the mom a bop? If I had to guess, I would say she probably had her moment. She probably had a season or 2 or 3, few seasons of bopatry. White woman, Mexican father. In high school, yeah. Yep. Who's next? Whoa, quite the queue. Where y'all come from? Hello.
Hey,
How you doing?
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I don't know if you remember me, but I was on your live like a couple weeks ago. And I do have an update.
What did we talk about?
We talked about this guy who I'm currently seeing, and you suggested that I have a conversation with him about kind of like us hanging out more, and I said, we hung out a lot during FIFA, but it was not a lot of like one-on-one hangouts, and he went to Vegas for work, invited me, then kind of backed out and said, hey, like, it's a new job. I kind of want to figure out, how this job is going to go, yada, yada. I don't know if you remember any of that.
Normally I remember
But I do
these.
have updates.
Okay, yeah, give me an update.
So you had suggested that I see how everything goes, and if the effort gets better after like the FIFA season, because it was a lot of just like hangouts with friends since it was like all watch parties and whatnot.
Okay.
And while he was in Vegas, he was actually very like responsive, and we would like FaceTime almost like every day. I don't know. Long story short, it's been great. However, I kind of found something out yesterday, and it's not sitting right with me. So I kind of wanted to see what you think I should do.
Sure.
So I found out that he is talking to somebody else
Uh-oh.
currently. And I didn't know if I should have a conversation or if I should drop him.
Are y'all not in a relationship?
I mean, we're exclusive.
Close enough.
Whatever that means. Yeah.
How did you find out he was talking to somebody else?
Mutual friends, and the girl who was friends with my friends had told my friend, oh yeah, like I'm recently talking to this guy. And obviously word of mouth, it got back to me. So I'm like, oh, interesting. Yeah, we have talked about being exclusive. It's not that I'm assuming. He made it, sorry, I'm answering one of the questions. Like, he kind of made it clear end of June. So.
And he's engaging her romantically.
That I'm not 100% sure on. Because I haven't really spoken to the girl directly. So.
But you know how to reach her?
No, because we're not friends. She's like a friend of my friend. So I didn't know if I should talk to her, kind of figure that out first, or if I should just go to him directly.
What did your friend tell you?
So she told me that this girl that she was hanging out with had mentioned that, oh, I'm talking to this guy. She showed him a picture of the guy that I've been seeing for a couple months now. So that's when she kind of clocked it. She didn't tell her anything, because I'm pretty private in that sense, that I don't really like to put my business out there necessarily with people I don't know. But yeah, so she kind of came back to me and was like, listen, like, XYZ told me that they are getting to know this guy. Are you guys still talking? And I was like, wait, yeah. So I'm not too sure the extent of it.
Okay. So what's your question here?
Do you think I should figure out the extent, or should I talk to him? Is it even, like, I don't know. Is it worth a conversation, or do I just drop him?
How long have y'all been dating?
I met him end of March, so ever since then, kind of, but then officially end of June.
And how old are you two?
27 and 29.
And how did you meet him again?
Farmer's market.
That's right. And what was the original thing, like in one sentence, what was the original problem that you called in with last time?
I was trying to figure out if he was kind of, like, the lack of effort, seeing each other one-on-one. Granted, we were seeing each other around his friends all the time, inviting me out, because it was FIFA, and
Okay.
But it did get better after, and I feel like communication has always been very transparent, but to hear this is kind of, like, jarring. And, like, the dates have gotten better, so that's why I'm kind of like,
How have they
okay, I'm
gotten better?
seeing progress. Like, we do hang out more one-on-one, especially after, like, you know, I'm still, his friends actually invite me to things personally, And a couple times, like, I was the one to invite him to his friends' things. Like, hey, are you going to this? And he's like, wait, I had no idea about this, but yeah, I'm coming. Kind of thing. So I'm, like, super integrated. So I don't feel like there's anything to worry about in that sense. Like, we go out to dinner. We go and do, like, you know, fun activities, whatever, like level 99 and go karting and all this stuff. So it's like, I don't know.
Okay.
It seems good, but
All right. You know her name?
I do.
What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Ah, it's always them Sarahs. Okay. Ask him if he knows a girl named Sarah. And then what you're just looking for his reaction.
I mean, I'm just looking for the reaction.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I already know he follows her on Instagram.
Oh, so you
I've
don't
heard.
know he follows her. Okay, well then
Yeah.
yeah, you can ask him if he knows this girl and like show him a picture.
So here's the thing, she doesn't have a profile photo.
Profile photo?
No.
Making this very complicated. More than likely, someone says you gotta act stupid. Not necessarily. Listen, 90% he's entertaining another woman right now.
Right.
Like, this ain't nothing we gotta figure out for real. She's just trying to get like absolute certainty on it. But if the friend is coming back saying that she's talking to this guy means that they're romantically engaging, right? Yeah, she could ask directly. She could. That's not how I do things. I like to read people's responses. That's what I personally like doing. But you can also ask directly. But you just need to go ahead and have in your mind that this guy's 90% sure he's dealing with this woman. Probably hasn't like taken it anywhere yet. Definitely engaging her though, right? So that's 1000% happening.
Okay.
But I like to bring stuff up because people's reaction to things tell you a lot of information.
Right.
Tells you a lot of information. You get to see how uncomfortable they get. If it's normal, if they play stupid, if they're processing. Sometimes it'll take a second to respond. Yeah, I don't like. You could tell they're like trying to come up with some shit real quick.
Right.
So always gather my evidence before I ask. But she already has strong. Like you could also just ask Sarah. You know what I mean? Like you could do that.
So that is something you think I should do, like
Yeah,
talk
I mean,
to
you
her
could.
first.
You could ask. You could have your friend ask.
Okay.
Like just so you're not involved with it. There's multiple ways you can do this, but ultimately, be mentally prepared that. I say clarify with him is concerning that you think you're in an exclusive relationship. No, if they're exclusive and he's entertaining somebody else, that's a disqualifier. Like you gotta immediately eliminate that person.
So if it does come
immediately
back
eliminate it.
that it is
Yes,
that
if
they
he's
are
engaging her in a romantic context, you immediately
ghost, or
Yes.
do I have a conversation?
you would just tell him. I don't really ghost people like that, but like you can let them know. It doesn't have to be a face-to-face conversation. But it's like, yeah, this has to end. If
Right.
he's engaging her, you can choose whatever those options you want. I mean, there's not like a best one. You can approach him directly about it, but then he's likely going to lie, so you don't really have anything, unless like you can read his behavior and tell if he's lying or not, right? You
I
could
mean, I could easily get
have your friend
like
ask.
screenshots or something.
Right, you can have your friend ask.
Yeah.
Or you can just ask the girl directly yourself. Whatever one of those you want to do, all of them will give you data. The best is trying to get the information from the girl, right?
Right.
So, but yeah, if y'all are exclusive and he's actively engaging somebody else, yeah, you got to go ahead and leave this.
Okay. Because I was just trying to figure out if it's even worth it. Like if I do get the confirmation and evidence, etc. Like if I just ghost it,
You
or
can.
if I should.
Listen, you wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be wrong. I move in a way where it's like, I'm a big like principle person, right? So it's like, what do my principles say in this situation? So I'm not just going to go somebody just to go somebody, right? Even if they did me wrong, I'll still communicate it. But it doesn't have to be like a face-to-face conversation. It doesn't have to be an argument. It doesn't have to be any of that. You know, you just let them know what the situation is. And you can block them immediately afterwards. You don't have to wait for a response. But if you, however you want to do it, if you find out that the person is engaging another woman romantically while after being exclusive with you, he's violating that contract. So you got to go ahead and get going.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
No problem, dear. Best luck to you, all right?
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
You too. Yeah, I got zero patience for shit like that. You what? Ta-ta. Toodaloo, nigga. I'm out of there. That exclusive word is haunting. CJ, have y'all gone on any date since? It sounded like she was messing with marble balls. I was wondering what that sound was. But CJ, did y'all go on any other dates? We will Thursday, communication been consistent? Okay, good. I don't know when people started doing the exclusive thing either. That was news to me when I first got back single. I was like, oh, so people become exclusive? And then they... A lot of people I talk to, especially millennials, like people late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s. They always assume exclusivity means relationship when I talk to clients. I'm like, isn't exclusivity a relationship? I'm like, man, when I talk to the youngins, they say it's not. They say it's just we are dealing with one another. It just means we've cut off other options. That's what it is. It's this roster shit is the new ingredient. And now, because we have to deal with rosters, there's an extra step in the process, which is I've cut other people off and I'm only focused on you. And then you move from exclusivity to a relationship. But it's the roster shit. It's the diet poly lifestyle that people are living that creates the need for that additional step. We just reset the server already. We want Jesus to come back. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. All right, who we got next? Yeah, the way people date nowadays, Kiana, is definitely similar to poly. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. I was on here about 2 weeks ago, and just to give you a little update, I was struggling with, I guess, the fact of having a family with my son's dad and working that situation out. But I do want to just come on here and say that I was a woman about it. I had a conversation with him, and not sure if you remember me, but just saying this is what happened.
Real quick, what was the situation? Just briefly. So I think I know what you're talking about.
Briefly, the situation was we've been dealing with each other on and off for about 7 years, and we have 2 kids together. And I was just trying to see if I should wait for him, because he always came up with excuses as to why. The
ambition thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha. I remember you. Okay, what happened?
Yeah. So I had a conversation with him and basically expressed myself, told him the things that I just wasn't waiting on anymore. You know, like, I'm just going to move on with my life and allow you to live your life and do what you need to do in order to make you happy and to make you feel successful. And he was resistant at first, and, you know, eventually he just kind of got to the point because of my rejection. Mm-hmm. And I just, you know, wanted to say thank you for the advice. I mean, things haven't been easy trying to, you know, let a relationship go after so long. But I guess my question is now, like, I'm not even looking to date or anything like that. and I'm trying to pick up a new habit in pottery. I did a little bit of yoga too.
Nice.
But and I also want to work on a book about the woman's analogy. Sorry, a little nervous, but just wanted to give you that update, I guess. I'm happy with how things are going. I'm sad too at the same time, but I just had to think about me and my family and just kind of forget about having that with him. When should I start talking to other people or start dating again?
I would say a good rule of thumb is when you're not still so strongly emotionally reactive to the person that you just left.
Okay.
When that just feels lighter.
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, you'll bring that into the new connection. It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, you're right. Because I've been genuinely letting go. You know, just allowing myself to feel the emotions that come day by day.
Good.
You know, some days are good, some are bad.
Right.
But I think overall it's a better decision for me and the family, you know, and also picking up new hobbies has helped a lot,
Absolutely.
Especially with the yoga.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do pottery this Friday. But yeah.
That's
I'm
good,
just
love.
I guess just living life and doing a little bit better. The longer I stay away from him, the better I start to feel, because I'm just not so focused on, you know, trying to make it work as a family at the end of the day. So yeah.
Well,
I just wanted to tell you thank you, and thank you to the ladies in the comments, because I went back and read the comments that night and I was like, oh my God.
That's all you. That's all you. I know that that certainly wasn't easy for you, but you know, you made the right decision. Just because it was a tough one doesn't mean it was the incorrect one. So you're doing the right thing as well in terms of finding new things, new activities to give your energy to, as well as feeling the emotional experience instead of trying to distract yourself from it. That's a mistake people make, and they often use other people to distract from that emotional experience. So
I told myself that I wanted to give myself grace and allow myself to just really feel, you know, the pain in order for me to, I guess, start moving forward. And like I said, it wasn't easy. It was tough, and I still have good and bad days, but overall I feel like I'm doing a lot better.
That's good. Definitely keep me posted. Okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right, there. You have a good one.
You too.
All right. That's good. Got somebody making the tough choices. Not staying stuck in the same cycles. Yeah, she likely scrolled back through the comments once she got off the call. She was about to say, I've been missing out. You can read back comments. See, we didn't have any callers this afternoon. Why are so many people calling in? Comments are the best part. I read the comments. I can see the comments after the live ends. I'll be laughing my ass off. Just scrolling. Hello. You know what's hilarious? Daisy, look what you just said. This motherfucker asleep. The opposite. She said the comments are the wake-up call. Apparently not, because he's in REM sleep right now. That's REM. I know what REM sounds like. That motherfucker's dreaming currently on the live. Okay. He got sleep apnea. That's what Eva sounded like in the Airbnb. Allegedly. She brought some mouth tape. Looked like she kidnapped herself. I'm like, that tape ain't gonna stop nothing, love. Got them aggressive snores. Huh? Kiana had her earplugs delivered. Right. They think you can have a relationship with two people in equal... Hold on. Let me read that again. Hold on. Then you can have a relationship with two people and equal, be with them, but not polygamy. No, not equal. I don't think so. I don't think connections work like that. Ironically, I was the quiet one with my earplugs, mouth tape, and eye mask. You just described polygamy. Yeah, I mean, that's what it sounded like she was describing. But she said not polygamy. So, don't know. I can tell you somebody who has dated somebody who was poly before. She called herself solo poly. It actually popped into this live before. All avoidantly attached. Just about all of them. Just about all of them. I could hear Eva upstairs. Really? You could hear Eva snoring? I think I heard her snoring too. I heard Eva snoring. I heard Express taking shots. In the wee hours of the night. The fuck? The wee hours of the night. Snore White is hilarious. Hilarious. Hey, don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at us. So if you run with Eva in the on the ship, just know what's coming for you. Some people need to be blocked. I already blocked them. You know what trolls do? They'll say something in the chat. Sometimes they'll record like the live and they'll make content of it. So they'll say some wild shit, try to get your reaction, and then post that as a video. Not getting that over here. You just get blocked immediately with no acknowledgement. Stop starting rumors that people might believe you for real. I speak nothing but the truth, Eva. You know it. You know it. Am I the last one to still be sick from the Airbnb? Is Hannah here? Or is she making more cookies? Wink, wink. Hannah, are you still sick at all? I'm like good now, but that shit lasted a lot longer than what I thought it was going to last. Like a lot longer. Lit. Ain't what I asked you. I said sick. Sober up real quick and answer my question before I get mad. We didn't have COVID. I think it was just being in that heated pool may have did it. Did you answer? What'd you say? I just saw lit. Oh, you feel great. Oh, is that what lit meant? You feel great? I thought you meant like you were drinking. You can see how I came to that conclusion, right, Hannah, considering your behavior in the past and in Dallas. Right? All right. Did Shorty request again? Let's bring her back up. This is going to be the last call and I'm out of here. Let's see what the update is. What's up?
Hello. Okay, so actually my friend was doing some digging today and I called her So she has screenshots, and I have confirmed, yes, they're sleeping together.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's actually on a day that he was telling me he was overwhelmed mentally and physically, and he finds himself doing too much. And so he was like, I'm going to bed. And he was texting me from this girl's house.
Wow. Sorry to hear that, love.
No, it is what it is. But now I just, we have plans, and I'm just trying to figure out, do I, in other words, in my language, we say mop the floor with him in front of everybody, basically.
Right.
Or do I have this conversation privately?
Oh, so you're gonna like expose her in front of everybody, or just? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not necessary. Just, I would just say, just spare yourself the trouble, preserve your peace, and move on.
But like, we do have the hangout now. And like, and I don't want to be the one not to show up. Like, he's not gonna keep me from seeing now our mutual friends that I've gotten close to.
Well,
Or should I not go?
end things with them, and then go hang out with your friends.
Okay.
He's probably not going to want to see you there. This would be a game of chicken. So
Right.
end things with him, and then go hang out
He's
with
the
your
one who
friends.
introduced me to them to begin with.
Oh well, that's a little different.
Well, that's the thing, but now we're close, right? Like, I'm close to all the girlfriends there.
Okay,
And
you
so
can
they
still. I
invited
mean,
me.
if you can handle that tension, you can still go. Nothing stopping you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But yeah, that was my update. Thank you.
No problem, dude. See you later.
Have a good night.
Do we think the friends knew? Do we think the friends already were aware? Who thinks that? Can't know for sure. But I would question how close you are with your friends, love. The ones he introduced you to. It's too fast to form a real bond with them. But we don't know. It's an unknown variable. But that sucks. I wouldn't go back around them. Yeah, because it might not be a sustainable connection, because he's going to be there too. That sucks. I was just thinking she was going to find out they were talking to one another, not, Shorty was getting back shots. I didn't know we were going that far with it. But such is life, right? It sounds like they like her more. Nah, you can't think like that. I'll talk to some clients, like some women clients. They'll be like, they'll have like an issue with the man they're seeing, and they think they have a close relationship with the mother, so they're complaining to the mother. I'm like, that woman is not on your side. Trust me. I don't care how empathetic she seems. That is her child at the end of the day. So, no. Don't you ever think that. Don't you ever think that. No, she knows her son. No, no, no. No, no, no. That's her baby. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. Fake ass empathy. Kiana, you been there before? Kiana pop out like that. Is it the empathy thing that you were highlighting? Consider our conversation. Kiana said, I got real empathy. Y'all be falling for this fake shit. This fake empathy. Never trust the mother. Moms know just to not get involved. Right. Correcto. Maz, have we made an announcement to, yes we have, never mind. I was trying to see if we talked to the people about giving me my money, y'all will find that I'm not as nice as Danny is. I'm not as nice as Danny is. So I will inform y'all of the deadline for when repayment will need to be had. Coming up soon. Really soon. You send the deposit? No, I haven't talked to the lady yet. What, $1,300? Our lucky business is booming. That's a lot of money to request from me just today. But it's okay. I got it covered. No, not for Dallas. This is for the cruise. We're already planning the cruise. Already planning it. I'm going to be on that ass. Danny's nice about it. Danny ain't going to say nothing. Like, hey, just a little reminder. I'm going to show up at the cribbo. Shantae here. I smell incense. I know she's in there. I smell freshly lit incense. Shantae is home. I want my money. Where is it? $75 per person. That's a lot of y'all motherfuckers. So I will be on my Debo shit here very soon. That's for the deposit, Jay Severa. That is not the full price. That's not the full price. We're just collecting the deposit. Yeah, 75 total would be crazy. I wouldn't even trust that cruise. So block or confront, then block. You can do whatever you want. You could just block if that's what you want to do. I'd want to get some words off though, personally. Personally, I had to get just a few words out before I ended things for real. Might actually be in the pirate ship on the way to raid the cruise, right? Get some words out for sure. Gigi, I can't even see you doing that. I can't even imagine you mad. I know you're a person, so you get mad, but I it's hard to imagine. CJ, what you just sent to the chat? Yes. Oh, I will. Oh, excuse me, Gigi. Excuse me, Gigi. I low-key want to make you mad now just to see what it looked like. On the lowest of keys. Somebody piss Gigi off real quick. I imagine Gigi does like very healthy confrontation. I did not appreciate when you did this at the pool. Right? How do you get a man to leave your home? Are you there right now? I'll definitely share some tears. My heart is soft. Okay. Your local law enforcement, right? Okay, so I'm gonna head out. The moms were joking like how when I end the live, you never see it coming. I'll just be talking like, yeah. So bye now. If you want a coaching, DM me the word coach. Your cough drop. We'll handle that. Big Sig fam. I want my money. And what else? You can also watch this live on YouTube. Link in bio. Appreciate the mods. Appreciate the chat. I will see you all tomorrow.